So this is the cider about 12 hours on. So use the pH probe to check the pH. So you just dip this end with the little sensor on. You have to be very careful, wash them off after. Found out it's about 3. So that tells us that we needed to use about 2 Camden tablets per gallon. So the Camden tablets will sterilise. Now you can have a natural cider, but they can go wrong. So the idea here is this one. I'm going to put champagne yeast in, and the champagne yeast will be a better, sort of more controllable situation. Now I put muslin on it for a while last night. It's just to stop any flies or anything getting in. But what I'm actually doing is letting the metabisulfate sort of actually I'll put this off. Metabisulfate that I've put in there, which is the Camden tablets, this stuff, it gives off a nasty dioxide gas, and that sulfur dioxide, that is. Sulfur dioxide will inhibit the yeast growth, and you can see on the top, really, it's not really started. There's a little bit maybe. If I smell it, there's a little bit of the sulfury smell, but not a lot. It's just designed to sort of slow down the production of yeast. And when the silicon dioxide is then evaporated off, because it will come off through the muslin, what will then happen is we will then pitch in our champagne yeast, and I'll make a yeast starter for that. Now the other thing I did yesterday was use one of these, which is a refractometer. These are really clever bits of kit. It's a focusing lens that I'm just turning with my little finger. And here I calibrated it with distilled water beforehand. You put a dot of the sugary liquid on there, you close the lid, you shine a light through here, and it refracts through the refractometer, and it tells you what is the sugar content, which is quite useful, because I worked out that the sugar content was not quite enough. So I think it was about 1035, and I've upped it to more like 1043. So I pitched in effect, it was a whole kilogram of brewing sugar, or dextrose. You can use sucrose, but dextrose is metabolized better by the yeast, and you end up with a clearer brew. And what I will do is, ultimately, I want to get it as a clear cider. I don't want a cloudy cider. I want a sparkling clear cider, so I'm going to probably put some finings in as well at some point. So there'll be our cider another day on.